Have you ever wondered why some older adults seem to glow with energy while others feel tired, even though they both snack on nuts every single day? The difference isn't about eating nuts in general, it's about choosing the right crunchy heroes and steering clear of sneaky villains hiding in the same trail mix. Today, we'll crack open the 3 power nuts doctors recommend for seniors and reveal 3 shocking varieties that quietly harm your heart, joints, or digestion. Grab your reading glasses, pour a cup of tea, and let's discover the safest, smartest way to enjoy nuts together right now. Before we dive into our nut-by-nut countdown, let's talk criteria. Geriatric dietitians judge a nut by its protein-to-fat ratio, mineral load, and how kindly it treats aging digestion. They also note whether the shell or texture threatens dentures, whether sodium creeps in through heavy processing, and how the nut interacts with common medications like blood thinners. In plain language, we want a bite that strengthens bones, calms inflammation, and doesn't raise blood pressure. Stick with me because I'll translate each scientific point into easy tips you can use during your next grocery run. Sound fair? Great. Let's begin the tasty tour. As always, remember that nutrition isn't one-size-fits-all. Allergies, chronic kidney disease, or medication doses may call for a custom plan from your personal clinician. The information here is educational and designed to spark a helpful conversation with your healthcare team. That said, most healthy adults over 60 can safely enjoy today's top picks in modest portions of about a small handful, roughly 1 ounce. Get ready to take notes or pause the video as needed, because our countdown starts right now with a brain-loving nut that even picky eaters tend to enjoy roasted or raw. Let's crack shell number 1. Must-eat number 1, walnuts. The curly little brain lookalike that genuinely feeds your real brain. Researchers at Loma Linda University found that adults consuming 1 ounce of walnuts daily improved working memory scores within 8 weeks. Why? Alpha-linolenic acid, a plant omega-3, slips into cell membranes and keeps neurons firing smoothly, while natural vitamin E defends them against age-related oxidative damage. Even better, a small Spanish trial showed seniors who swapped sugary afternoon cookies for walnuts lowered LDL cholesterol by 12% without changing weight. That's a huge heart and head benefit from a snack you can scoop directly from the bag. Practical tip: keep a see-through jar of walnut halves on the kitchen counter where you brew morning coffee. One of my viewers, 80-year-old Mrs. Hartono from Surabaya, told me she began replacing sugary creamer with a handful of walnuts she lightly toasts in her air fryer. Within 2 months, her afternoon brain fog lifted and her cardiologist shaved 10 points off her bad cholesterol reading. She credits the visible reminder jar. Out of sight is out of mind, after all. Try portioning walnuts into small containers on Sunday, so grabbing 1 serving becomes effortless during the hectic week for active seniors. Safety note: walnuts are naturally soft, but dentures can still slip when chomping dry kernels. If biting feels tricky, soak half a cup in lukewarm water overnight, then drain and pat dry. The texture becomes tender without losing nutrition. Also remember the calorie count, about 180 calories per ounce. So if weight management is a goal, simply substitute walnuts for other fats, not add them on top. Lastly, because walnuts contain a bit of vitamin K, monitor your warfarin levels and chat with your pharmacist if you notice any change in INR readings after increasing portions for steady heart rhythm. So walnuts earn our first must-eat badge for brains and arteries alike. Now, maybe you have trouble finding fresh walnuts where you live, or you simply crave variety. Our second superstar nut keeps bones sturdy, blood sugar steady, and skin glowing, perfect for seniors juggling mobility and metabolic health. Let me introduce you to the humble almond, a crunchy powerhouse hiding remarkable nutrients behind its delicate tan coat. Ready to learn why dentists and cardiologists alike smile when they hear the word almond? Let's turn the page and chew through the facts together. But first, take a calming breath with me. Must-eat number 2, almonds. Light, elegant, and surprisingly protein-rich. Just 1 ounce delivers 6 grams of plant protein plus 37% of your daily vitamin E, the antioxidant linked to smoother skin and stronger immune function. Harvard's Nurses' Health Study found that older adults who swapped refined carbs for almonds cut their risk of type 2 diabetes by 19%. That matters because controlling blood sugar protects eyesight and nerve health as we age. Equally impressive, almonds provide magnesium and phosphorus, 2 minerals that form the scaffolding inside our bones and help prevent fragile osteoporosis-related fractures, especially in postmenopausal women over 60. Practical tip: If chewing whole almonds strains the jaw, slice them thinly with a chef's knife and sprinkle the slivers over morning oatmeal. My neighbor, 73-year-old Pack Rudy, does exactly that. He told me his old dentures rattled whenever he tackled a full almond, but slivers melt comfortably into warm porridge. After 3 months of this switch, his fasting blood sugar dropped 8 points and his dentist praised healthier gum tissue. For portion control, he pre-measures 1-ounce snack bags on Sunday evening and stores them in a colorful bowl near the refrigerator handle to make healthy grabbing effortless daily habit. Safety note: almond skins contain insoluble fiber that moves digestion along, but if you struggle with diverticulosis pain, choose blanched almonds without the brown coat. Watch flavored varieties, too. Honey-roasted and chocolate-dipped versions hide added sugar plus extra sodium that can undo heart benefits. If you take thyroid medication, avoid consuming almonds within 2 hours of your pill because the nut's calcium and fiber slow absorption. Finally, store almonds in the freezer inside an airtight jar. Their healthy oils spoil after 3 months at room temperature, leading to an unpleasant bitter taste that seniors mistake for freshness after the fact. 2 delicious nuts down, 1 superstar to go before we switch gears into the danger zone. If you're seeking a snack that feels decadent yet supports weight control and blood flow, pistachios are your green gold ticket. They come shelled or in-shell. I actually love the in-shell variety because the tiny act of cracking slows eating, letting your fullness hormones catch up. Plus, their bright color signals a treasure trove of lutein and zeaxanthin, antioxidants that guard aging eyes against macular degeneration. Let's see how these cheerful kernels earned our final, must-eat, crown for seniors focused on long-term visual independence goals. Must-eat number 3, pistachios. A study from Pennsylvania State University placed adults on a moderate-fat diet where 1 snack was traded for pistachios. After 4 weeks, participants lowered their systolic blood pressure by 4 points, in part because pistachios are packed with the amino acid arginine, which widens blood vessels. They also deliver 3 grams of fiber per ounce, more than almost any other nut, helping regulate appetite and cholesterol simultaneously. The emerald hue comes from chlorophyll and carotenoids, compounds that calm inflammation in skin and joints, something aching knees will appreciate during morning walks, even when daily activity levels remain relatively unchanged overall. Practical tip: choose roasted, unsalted pistachios in shell and pour 1 serving, about 49 kernels, into a small bowl while watching television. My aunt, 69-year-old Boo City, keeps a cheerful floral ramekin on her end table. She reported nibbling through the shell ritual slows her pace enough that she rarely craves dessert afterward. Within 6 weeks, she noticed her wedding ring slipped on easier, a sign of reduced sodium bloat from ditching salted snacks. If arthritis makes shelling difficult, buy pre-shelled pistachios and measure them into fabric snack bags you can grasp easily with limited hand strength for quick portion checks each evening. Safety note: though rare, some people experience pistachio mouth, a temporary dry sensation caused by naturally occurring tannins. Simply sip water between bites or mix pistachios with a few moist raisins to soften the palate. Avoid dyed pistachios, once used to mask harvest blemishes. The modern crop is sun-dried and needs no artificial colors. With our trio of powerhouse nuts secured, it's time to flip the coin and expose 3 seemingly innocent varieties that can silently sabotage senior health when eaten in careless amounts. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Knowledge is protection, and we're learning together as caring companions against confusion. Caution number 1, salted peanuts. Avoid or limit salted peanuts. Yes, peanuts are technically legumes, but supermarkets shelve them with nuts, and many seniors treat them as interchangeable. Unfortunately, those bright yellow roasted varieties often carry heavy sodium coatings that can push daily intake over recommended limits with just 2 small handfuls. Excess sodium raises blood pressure, strains kidneys, and promotes ankle swelling, making walking uncomfortable. Worse, poorly stored peanuts are prone to aflatoxin, a mold toxin linked to liver stress, especially in individuals already taking multiple medications that tax that vital detoxifying organ. Quality control improves safety, but home pantries rarely match factory standards. Mr. Guntur, 65, loved snacking on salted peanuts during evening news. His cardiologist noticed a stubborn plateau in blood pressure despite medication. We swapped his peanuts for unsalted sunflower seeds and asked him to flavor them with a dusting of smoked paprika. Within 6 weeks, his systolic reading dropped 7 points, his shoes felt looser, and his nightly leg cramps vanished. Lesson learned: flavor need not equal salt, and changing the habit, not the person, is often all it takes for a healthier outcome. He even saved money buying seeds in bulk from the local cooperative farmers market stall. If peanuts are your absolute favorite, buy raw, unsalted kernels, spread them on a baking sheet, and dry roast at low temperature for 10 minutes. Stir once halfway to prevent scorching. This method keeps sodium under control and lowers aflatoxin risk by destroying surface mold spores. Stick to a 1/4 cup serving and pair it with fresh fruit to dilute calorie density. Always store roasted peanuts in the refrigerator inside a sealed glass jar. Cool darkness slows mold regrowth and keeps delicate natural oils from turning rancid and stomach irritating. Check for earthy odors, a sign of hidden spoilage before eating. Caution number 2: cashews. Salted peanuts demoted. Let's move to our 5th nut, creamy cashews, that often masquerades as a health food in plant-based recipes. Shaped like little commas, cashews blend smoothly into sauces and vegan cheeses, but their nutritional punctuation mark isn't always friendly for seniors susceptible to kidney stones. Cashews contain oxalates, crystals that bind with calcium in the urinary tract. High intakes can aggravate stone formation and hinder mineral absorption needed for fracture prevention. They're also roasted in oil more frequently than almonds or walnuts, packing extra calories your waistline quietly notices even when taste buds cheer, especially during low-activity rainy seasons indoors. 68-year-old Mrs. Tantry loved creamy cashew curry. After her second kidney stone surgery, she reluctantly reduced cashews to 2 tablespoons per week, substituting steamed cauliflower blended with herbs for richness. 3 months later, her follow-up skin showed no new stones forming, and she felt lighter with 0 change in flavor satisfaction. The takeaway? You don't need a total ban. Strategic reduction and smart swaps keep favorite dishes enjoyable and kidneys happy. Cauliflower or soaked rolled oats can replace cashew cream in soups, while slashing both oxalates and hidden oils without sacrificing the velvety texture seniors appreciate on cold nights. If you still crave cashews, buy raw, unsalted halves and dry roast them yourself. Limit intake to 1 ounce per sitting and chase each serving with a full glass of water to flush oxalates. Pairing cashews with calcium-rich foods like low-fat yogurt can further prevent stone formation by binding oxalates in the gut rather than kidneys. Lastly, cashews are high in nickel, a metal that triggers dermatitis in sensitive individuals. So if you notice itchy skin after snacking, consult an allergist and substitute with pumpkin seeds instead. These tiny adjustments protect both your urinary tract and comfortable night's sleep. Caution number 3: Brazil nuts. We've reached our final cautionary nut: Brazil nuts, often marketed as a selenium superstar. Indeed, just 1 Brazil nut exceeds the daily selenium requirement, which supports thyroid hormones and immune defense. However, more isn't better. Chronic overconsumption can cause selenium toxicity, leading to brittle nails, hair loss, stomach upset, and even irregular heartbeat. Because Brazil nuts are large and buttery, it's easy to munch several while chatting, unknowingly swallowing 7 days' worth of selenium in one sitting. Let's explore how to enjoy their benefits without tipping into dangerous territory, especially when their smooth texture disguises portion size awareness and conversation easily. My online coaching client, 71-year-old Pak Ahmad, began adding 2 Brazil nuts to his breakfast because more immunity sounded good. Within months, he noticed thinning hair and mild nausea, symptoms his doctor traced to high selenium blood levels. We could intake down to 1 nut every other day and rotated almonds and walnuts on alternate mornings. 6 weeks later, his hair stopped shedding and his stomach felt calm again. Moral of the story: when a nutrient is powerful, dosage matters. Think of Brazil nuts like medicine, not munchies. Store them separately to signal their special status and mindful serving. Nutritionists generally recommend no more than 2 Brazil nuts per week for seniors. Count them out on Sunday, seal them in a tiny pill box, and place that container beside your vitamin organizer. Eat them with breakfast so you remember the dose and let stomach acid aid mineral absorption. If you already take a standalone selenium supplement, skip the nuts or ask your physician to test blood selenium first. Look out for metallic taste, fatigue, or nail ridges. Early signs your intake exceeds safe limits, and it's time to cut back immediately before organ systems feel the heavier toxic load building. Let's pause and celebrate. You now know the 3 nuts that deserve pride of place in your pantry: walnuts for brain and heart, almonds for blood sugar and bones, and pistachios for circulation and healthy weight. Each offers unique flavors and textures, so rotating among them keeps snacking interesting while covering key nutrient bases. Remember the serving sizes: about 1 small closed handful or 1 ounce, ideally enjoyed alongside fresh fruit or vegetables to form a balanced mini meal. Keeping variety prevents boredom and reduces the chance of exceeding calories from any single nut. That balance safeguards overall senior wellness every day. On the flip side, we flagged 3 nuts, or nut-like snacks, that demand caution. Salted peanuts for their sodium and mold risk, indulgent cashews for oxalate and calorie overload, and mighty Brazil nuts whose selenium turns toxic past tiny doses. Notice none are absolutely forbidden. The key is informed moderation. Think of them like medicine bottles in your cabinet, helpful in the right amount, harmful when the cap keeps popping. Label storage jars clearly, keep portions measured, and write a note on the lid as a gentle reminder whenever your hand reaches inside. Such visual nudges strengthen good habits without constant willpower battles. Take a piece of paper and draw a simple 7-day grid. Assign 1 preferred nut to each day, noting the exact serving in tablespoons or kernels. Post the chart on your refrigerator door. This visual meal planning trick, borrowed from hospital dietitians, prevents accidental doubling and keeps your grocery list organized. If cost is a concern, buy nuts in bulk when they're on sale and freeze portion-controlled bags so nothing spoils. A 10-minute setup today can save money, calories, and health worries all month long. Invite a grandchild to decorate the chart. Creativity makes nutrition fun and memorable together. Before making significant dietary changes, share your new nut plan with your doctor or registered dietitian, especially if you manage conditions like chronic kidney disease, diabetes, or warfarin therapy. Bring your chart to the appointment so they can see real numbers rather than general statements. Many clinicians appreciate proactive patients and will fine-tune serving sizes to your lab results. They may also suggest complementary foods, like leafy greens or berries, that pair well with your chosen nuts and multiply antioxidant benefits. Remember, teamwork turns good intentions into personalized, safe, and sustainable habits for decades ahead. That collaboration respects your unique health journey. Finally, consider coupling nut time with a positive daily ritual. Maybe you enjoy walnuts while journaling gratitude in the morning, savor almonds during a midday stretch break, or crack pistachios as you share evening stories with loved ones. Pairing food with uplifting moments trains the brain to associate healthy choices with joy, not deprivation. Over time, these micro-habits compound like interest in a retirement account, paying dividends in energy, mobility, and social connection. Even small wins, like shaving 200 milligrams of sodium, accumulate, nudging blood pressure numbers downward and confidence upward. Celebrate each step with a smile and gentle self-encouragement daily. We've journeyed from crunchy walnut wisdom to cautious Brazil nut boundaries, equipping you with clear, practical strategies tailored to the seasoned stage of life. Now the power rests in your hands, quite literally every time you reach for a snack. Choose with intention, measure with care, and savor each bite mindfully. If this guide sparked a newfound curiosity about how simple foods shape vitality, share your favorite tip in the comments below. Your story may inspire another senior to trade a risky habit for a protective one and feel better tomorrow. Together, we build a supportive circle of lifelong learners worldwide. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you found value in these nut insights, please tap the like button, share this video with a friend who cares about healthy aging, and subscribe for more doctor-guided tips designed especially for seniors. Your support helps this channel grow and brings trustworthy, uplifting information to people who need it most. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and keep choosing foods that love you back every delicious crunch. Have a wonderful day ahead, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, your health journey shines brighter with community cheering alongside.